Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading, and this will be for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, but do remember that the readings are only general. They will not resonate with you all of the time, so please take what you need and leave the rest. Also remember that the readings flip-flop, so I might be reading the other person's energy here, so please use your intuition. Don't try to make it fit if it doesn't. I am using the Cosmic Tarot for your reading, if you're wondering what the deck is. And I did say, didn't I, that it will go from the 8th to the 14th of December. I have a feeling a card flipped then. Ooh, Seven of Swords. So someone's not telling you what they're up to. You've got someone here who's keeping something from you here. Something they're not telling you that they need to be telling you that they've done. Alrighty then. So I think Capricorn got the Wheel of Fortune out first too. I think it was Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune is a card that speaks of the universe making something happen because it's taken too long for you to do. That's what it means in theory. I always say that the Wheel of Fortune comes in when you haven't done something that you needed to do. So this is about being moved forward by the universe because you've not perhaps addressed something, and moving forward with the Three of Wands. So there's some sort of waiting here. Looks like somebody's in to make an offer, or you're about to make an offer. Maybe you've been putting off doing this for a while. This is towards an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. There's been some confusion here about some sort of decision you had to make, but this is your dream come true. This is your wish. So you're about to move forward, and perhaps with that Seven of Swords coming out to start with, perhaps you haven't told someone you love them, or you haven't told someone how you feel. There's been some sort of confusion here, but there's somebody, possibly an earth sign here, that you want to approach and disclose something to you, but to them. But it looks to me like you've waited too long, and now you're confused about how to do that. So that's very interesting. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups coming out first. Very beautiful, because there is just absolutely wonderful abundance in this card. So the Ten of Cups is probably the most beautiful card in the deck next to the Sun. So it has the very same feeling. It's about having love, family, everything you want, and all your ducks in a row. Okay, and then we have the Temperance card. So it looks to me like you've been trying to work things or move things around in your life to put yourself in a position for something here, because you've brought in some sort of balance. So, and you've got the Ten of Cups, which means that you're really in this position now. Maybe that you wanted to offer something to somebody but weren't in the position to before, and maybe that's why you haven't disclosed your feelings. But something is happening here. The Ten of Wands is coming up too. So there's a feeling that you want to try and close out a cycle here. Okay, yeah, and have a new start with the Fool. So ready to take a leap of faith, Scorpio. Now, if this isn't you, it's the other person. Someone here is ready to move forward on something. The universe is giving you a shove in the direction because there's an offer to be made here after a period of confusion, and wanting to make some sort of decision on something. But now you're moving forward. It's like you've got... This is getting your ducks in a row here. So it's like you found this balance you needed. So maybe you couldn't make this offer before because maybe financially you weren't in a position to do that. Maybe emotionally you weren't in a position to do that. But you're now moving forward after closing out a cycle and wanting to take a leap of faith. Now you're dealing with someone here who is very intuitive. You could see them as being a mother of your children. So you could be moving towards this person because you see them as a family person. But the Queen of Cups is someone who's very emotionally balanced. So you could be looking at them as they're a very mature and emotionally stable person. Five of Wands coming out. So there's definitely been a lot of conflict around making this decision. Some of you may be moving back towards someone that you have had a relationship with in the past, and that's been difficult for you because there's a lot of conflict around this. I think there may have been some sort of altercation, or maybe you had a fight and broke up with someone and you've left it too long and you feel like it's very difficult now to apologize for what you've done. Princess of Wands coming in. Doesn't matter, you're still going to send them a message or let them know how you're feeling here. You may do it through text. I don't know if you're going to do it in person to start with, but you may sort of feel out the general energy of what you're moving towards here. You're very passionate about this person. Seven of Wands. So I don't think you're going to give up easily, Scorpio. So if this is the other person and not you, this person is not going to give up on you. They're extremely passionate about you. They feel really bad for what's happened somewhere along the way here. Maybe they just didn't express themselves when they should have done. You could have quite frankly been sort of ghosted by someone here, somebody who walked away without telling you how they were feeling. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands here. So I always talk about boundaries with the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So lots of nines and tens in this reading, and zeros. So a lot of closing out, a lot of opening up, a lot of moving in a different direction with passion and with drive, but standing your ground here. You're not going to let anything sway you from what you've decided to do. I think it's taken a really long time for you to come to this conclusion, a very long time for you to come to this place where you feel that you have the courage now to step forward and do this. A lot of conflict here in your thinking and in the way you were going to do it. So I think that you're going to take a very coy approach to this, because you want a brand new start with someone, but you're not sure how to do it. I feel like here that you don't want to be single anymore. Maybe you've been single for a while. You're ready to sort of make something happen here. So beautiful reading. Moving towards someone and not going to give up. So if you're dealing with this person, Scorpio, good for you. This person absolutely views you as the most amazing thing, and they've worked really, really hard to get everything in place so they can move towards you. Okay, so we have two cards coming out here. So I want to talk about the never-ending story first, which is the card of 37. Now, I often think this is about cycling too. So it could have been that this person's dipped out because they haven't been able to make a commitment before. And now they've sort of got to that point. Okay, so this is about self-criticism, the wounded ego, and unnecessary dramas. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, none of that is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie and wants to protect you and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. So this is whoever's coming towards you here. Or if you're going towards someone, this is the fear and the confusion you've been feeling about whether you should move forward or not. So, you know, maybe you've been worried that this person would not have forgiven you. Maybe you're worried that if you come forward that they may not accept it. And the second card that's come out is by the book. So we do want to put the two of them together because they've come out together. So I feel like this makes sense, really. So this is abiding by social cultures, conformity, respecting traditional laws, those sort of things. So it's about working your way and keeping social order here. I'm going to read the relationship one on this one, though, because I think that's where it's more aligned with the reading. Getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they've become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while honouring the individuality of the other person. Play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressures others to conform to the way you want. To do them. your connection will deepen as a result. So there seems to be this idea here that you've been worrying about what the other person's been doing and how to approach them. I'd say with both those cards there that the other person has a good understanding of what happened or what you went through. But I think for you, it's just about doing the right thing this time around. Like this by the book thing is about making sure that this time around you treat this person respectfully, or this person treats you with utmost respect and does things the right way this time. So maybe they didn't the last time around. Have a great week, Scorpio.